This has been something that has been on my mind for a very, very long time. And I felt that it was only a matter of time before I ended up having to make a video about it. Now it seems that that time has come. And instead of me devoting this time in making the usual content that I do, I've decided to focus my time on this. Now, despite me being happy with the parody songs and the Mr. Keg videos, what I'm not been happy with is the current state of my gameplay videos, where it seems that I seem to only be focusing on playing one video game, and that's TF2. Now, I'm not saying I'm stopping TF2, that's not the thing. I'm still going to be making TF2, but what I would like to do is start having variety on this channel. I don't want to consistently put myself in a situation where I can only be able to play one game. Now, you're thinking this is probably all simple. I mean, I have the freedom to do anything in particular that I want with my own channel. However, for people like myself in particular, we seem that we cannot just go ahead and do this because there's one thing that is stopping us from really doing it, and that's because of the TF2 community, which seem to be the main people that watch my content. If there's one thing that I find incredibly common for channels that mainly upload TF2 that want to upload a non-TF2 video to the channel, is how the community itself will actually respond to the video. And by doing so, they either ignore the video entirety because it's not Team Fortress 2, or if they do interact with the video, they won't watch it, they won't give it a shot, and they'll leave a dislike and a very aggressive and vulgar comment, and want to put people in a position where they want to control the content on your channel. These comments have never, ever helped any content creator in the history of the existence of YouTube itself. The only thing that these people and their comments do is make the content creator like myself feel worse, to the point where we don't want to continue making videos, or we just completely avoid YouTube altogether and go to a completely different place like Twitch. And they want to do their best in trying to avoid people like myself even wanting to touch games like these. Even if we've never played the game and just want to give it a shot, or we end up recording probably an extremely funny moment with a bunch of friends that we want to share with the world, we can't seem to do that because of this unnecessary grudge that they have developed over the years. When looking over at the comments that people like to make, the one thing that really stands out for me is how incredibly hypocritical majority of these comments can be. Because when people end up posting these very vague and shallow arguments against why we shouldn't be playing these games, it's much more suitable to make these comments as an argument for the TF2 community and TF2 videos as a whole. For example, this video game contains a toxic fanbase, and you shouldn't interact with it. However, the TF2 community is able to attack others viciously with dislikes and angry comments simply because of the game itself, who think that valid arguments to establish how bad a game is saying stuff like gay and cancer, or even come up with extremely stupid methods on deciding on what game a YouTuber can only play, and apparently that's normal. These video games apparently have been overdone and saturated to the point that there is nothing more you can do with the game. However, forcing people to play only one game consistently, even if they have no ideas or no motivation to make a video about the game, so they have to result in finding the most basic, simple, irrelevant ideas that they've scraped out of the bottom of the barrel, just so you people can continue to watch their videos, even if they're not happy with the content that they produce in the end, and apparently that's normal. And this leads to a very important question. Why do you subscribe to YouTube channels? In my opinion, The thing that makes someone want to subscribe to someone's channel is because of that person's individuality. That person does something that many other people or no one can ever replicate in the terms of the entertainment, the comedy, and the editing skill that they have showed to me. To many and majority of the people in the TF2 community, this is apparently overshadowed by this really stupid rule that says if this video is not about this game, it immediately becomes a disliked video or is avoided entirely because it is deemed to not be good simply because it's not the video game that you are familiar with. It is fair that people should not be forced or manipulated to watch a video about something that doesn't appeal to them. However, people who end up subscribing to channels who want to focus more about not playing the same game need to start giving these videos a chance, because it's very easy to realize that these videos have a lot more to them than just what game is being played. Even if you were to spend 5 to 10 seconds to see if a video can entertain you or not is greatly appreciated. You have no idea how much you could discover and how many things that you could just like out of nowhere by simply giving them a chance. If you only subscribe to a user for the game that they play alone, you are implying that you do not care about the person behind the channel, nor do you care about quality. Which makes it seem that if you were to watch a video that is a long, unedited, raw footage gameplay with no commentary at all, that is apparently perfectly fine to you, simply because it's about the video game. Now, in relation to this, I want to bring up and evaluate on the terminology that is Musoke. Apparently, Musoke is not just a YouTuber, it's now a term that people like to point at others and say, you are doing a Musoke. This is an incredibly stupid term to be using because it shows to me and everyone out there how immature, spoiled, and simple-minded you are. And Musoke's obligations on YouTube are different to the majority of every single other person on the website. From what I have observed with his channel, Musoke wanted his channel to become a financially successful business. So, in order for him to achieve this, he needed to target and play the games during those periods of time that would help him make the most amount of attention and money. Even if you've enjoyed Musoke's entertaining content in the beginning, by using this terminology, you have proven to me and everyone that all this time, you never actually cared about Musoke, and you don't care if he lived or died. You weren't even willing to give his videos a chance. The only reason that you bitch and moan and whine is because you just want him to play a video game. One particular video game that he is in fact playing on his second channel, if you haven't realized by now. People out there should at least be grateful of the YouTubers who actually read the comments and respond to them, and actually care about those who watch their videos. By acting this way, the only thing that you are helping is stopping us from wanting to interact with you. How I am going to resolve this is going to be pretty simple, and it would mean the world to me if you could do the same thing as well. I am going to be spending my time in calling out those who act this way, and I'm going to be doing what I can to get them to change the way that they act towards others. I want all those who watch my videos to be happy and to be within a respected community, and I do not want to incorporate myself with those who act this toxic. especially to those who like to make fun of those with a different sexual preference or a life-threatening illness. When you see a comment, respond to them and call them out on their behavior. Tell them that what they are doing is wrong. Tell them to stop acting toxic and destroying the TF2 community. The more that we can do this, the more that we can help in guaranteeing that this behavior can stop, not only on my channel, but on many different other YouTube channels. And most importantly, if you see these comments, do not support them. Giving these spoiled brats this power never helps the problem and will only make them believe that this is how they should be acting online, which is wrong. In conclusion from all of this, at the end of the day, I can only do as much as I can to help people to avoid acting this way. But the one thing I do know is this. I know what I want to do with my channel. And people out there who continue to act this way will never stop me from doing what I want to do. For those who have respected me as a human being, who actually are subscribed to me because of my comedy and the entertainment that I personally bring to you, I thank you with all my heart. And I will guarantee to you that you will be greatly rewarded with new content devoted towards people like you. However, to all of those toxic, spoiled brats that will not listen to me and will continue to act this way, I want to end the video by saying this. For you to continue doing so, you will be doing nothing more than destroying the reputation of the TF2 community and making sure no one wants to do anything for you or award you in any way. So every time I get a toxic, vulgar, aggressive comment saying that they want Team Fortress 2, I am going to not play Team Fortress 2. I'm just very disappointed that multiple people have had to speak out about this issue and it seems to not be resolved. It doesn't seem like people are not willing to listen to this. So at the end of the day, if you want TF2 to be well known for being a toxic community of crying, spoiled brats, then the choice is up to you.